I feel quite a few people are doing this already, so let's just make it available for everybody. The devs will fix it this week or not, we shall see. But you were able to get this golden chest spawn rate on tier 6 up to 23% by activating all 6 debuffs that you could normally only have at tier 10. Full disclaimer, you could totally get banned for this. Use at your own discretion. As yes, it nearly doubles the rate at which you get these golden chests to spawn. For me, after getting over 30,000 points, I still have not got one to spawn. I guess I'm just that unlucky. But I have had people saying, yes, you can improve your chances by taking advantage of this bug, this oversight from the devs. The way it's done is you will join a party. It needs to be a fresh party, one that hasn't been used to already meddle with these effects, and you need to have not completed higher than tier 6. I do not know if this works with lower tiers, but I will sure check out when we get the new trials. But then you will go here, increase the tier to 10, and you will go in and select the debuffs. So you can select 6 of them at tier 10. So I would recommend this one right here, simply don't go below 30%. This one here, don't really need to use too many mobility skills, and otherwise a bit of movement speed reduction is not too bad. Take this one, attack speed, movement speed reduction, the healing reduction, -10 to your attributes, kind of hurts, but it's manageable. And then Judgment of Fate, which just seems to be all round bugged. Applying these gives you a plus 85% score multiplier, so that also gives you an advantage in terms of getting your ranking just with tier 6. But when you close this menu by going escape and then coming back to the co-op dungeon, you can see we can immediately enter tier 6, and for whatever reason it preserves those debuffs that you applied when you were selecting tier 10. As you can see, we have all 6 debuffs listed right here, along with now a 23% golden chest spawn rate. Personally, have not confirmed if that's just visual, but I have had people attesting that it's not. I did 1 or 2 runs just for science, but yeah, I did not obtain a golden chest, as I'm still 5 out of 5 for this week. So yes, this does increase the difficulty, but significantly boosts the spawn rate of those golden chests, just requiring you a lot less runs to actually get all 5 of them in the week. I think it's kind of ridiculous at the base level when you only use 3 of these debuffs, as you only get 14%. That means over 7 trial completions just for 1 of these golden chests. You want 5, that's over 35 trial completions on tier 6 to get all of them. Seems a little ridiculous, and I personally would prefer that the devs make this more of a standard rate. 23% seems a lot better, as you would still have to run the trial like 22 times, but that's a lot more feasible within a week, a lot more friendly towards your time. These chests can be somewhat valuable, particularly because they have a decent drop rate on the Blood Hunter set of nearly 3% per piece, and then have that tiny chance at some nice nebula accessories, including the necklace of the morning mist, which I would very much like to obtain, but 0.146% means I would need to open nearly 700 of these golden chests. That would take me a few years of getting 5 per week, so not really a feasible way. Some people get super lucky, but most not. Just to guide you on how to get those golden chests, even if this does get fixed, again, you enter a party, you go to the co-op dungeon, and you need to do tier 6 or higher. At tier 5, you can see it's a 0% chance. So on tier 6, here you will select 3 debuffs. Now right now, you can use Judgment of Fate. That gives you a plus 25% score multiplier. However, I believe the way it should work is if somebody dies, you do not get a score at the end of the dungeon. However, that appears to be bugged and everybody is abusing it and taking advantage that it does nothing. So people usually use that one, plus the movement speed reduction and the extra damage when you drop below 30% of your health. Just applying those 3, you have 50% score multiplier, and when you enter the dungeon, you should have that legit 14% normal golden chest spawn rate. So using this bug, you get that 9% higher. But again, this can be considered very much an exploit. an oversight from the devs, and you're taking advantage of their, yes, clumsy coding to ultimately play the game less and get those rewards. I don't think it's that severe because it's not like granting you extra rewards. You can still input the time, and even without this bug, this exploit, you will still get those chests. It will just take you a few more trial runs. But nonetheless, it's still an exploit, and you could very well get banned for abusing it. But yeah, the devs have said nothing. They've done nothing about the abusing of the last boss, just bugging him into the wall, and then being able to skip the entire sheep mech. They could have made a hotfix if they really cared. So yeah. Take it how you will. I don't think the devs would be banning anybody, but don't be surprised if it does happen. Oh, and yes, you may have noticed in this trial version of Valley of Slaughter, there is a new way you can get to the boss, and it's generally considered a bit faster. You simply go to the left here rather than over the bridge after you kill that guy with the key. And then you stun and kill off these Shadowmancers, and you just have to kill the one guy on the bridge here, and you unlock the boss arena. Definitely quite a bit faster than the other route. So I hope this helps. Maybe you can get your extra golden chests this week in a little shorter time. And a special thank you to all these channel members for your added support. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.